Hello and welcome to Direct Drilling. The hum you can hear in the background is my quadcopter, because tonight what I thought we would do is to have a little fly over the spring beans which were sprayed off about 3 days ago, and we can take a look and see how they're doing. So off we go. So as you can see, they're turning black quite nicely. We're losing the light a little bit here, which is a wee bit of a pity. If you get out the shadows of the trees, it could be a little bit better. So if I tilt the camera down, yeah, that's better. So we'll just have a little fly around and you can see how they've done. Now, having never grown spring beans before, therefore having never sprayed them off with Reglone before, I don't know what they should look like after 3 days. But to me there's still quite a lot of green in there. Now, I think we'll be a little bit ambitious to say that we'll be combining these next week. So we could be looking towards the middle of October before we get them combined, or possibly even later, you never can tell. But what I'd like to have a look at is that if you see an area there, and if we just swing around a little bit, and just where it's been under the trees, where it's very, very flat. Now when you get in amongst that, you can see that where the stalks have been bent over or snapped off, the beans are definitely blacker. So obviously they're feeding off the stalk, feeding through the stalk. The Reglone burns the stalk off, therefore stops the beans and gets them to dry out. What I did in here about, oh dear, how long ago was it? Probably about 3.5 weeks ago. I picked a bag full of beans and I've just left them at home on the bench, and they've dried out, and they're probably down to around about 17% now. And I counted them out today, and we've got a 100 bean weight of 70 grams. So does that not ask the question, could we have sprayed these off 3.5-4 weeks ago? I don't know, but at that point they weren't going to put any more on. They were drying, they were starting to dry, they were starting to die off. Are we waiting too long before we spray these beans off? That is the question. And the other question is, anybody ever swathed beans? Because when you snap them off and cut them off, they dry off a damn sight quicker. So I don't know, has anybody ever done it? I've heard of them doing it in America, probably slightly different climate, different weather. So I don't know, just a question anyway. But there's a little fly over the beans. The quadcopter looks quite good actually in the dusk with its lights on. But as you can see there, you see them dark patches there, that's the overlaps on the headland. So it's had probably a bit of extra Reglone and it's obviously working a little bit better. Or is that just the overlaps in the drilling? I can't really see on this small screen, but you'll be able to make that out probably better on your computers. But there you have it anyway. I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll let you know when we're harvesting these. I don't want to interrupt your Christmas dinner, but I just think they're going to be late. And if we can get on and spray these a bit earlier, then it means that the following wheat crop doesn't go in late. And when you're up at 600-700 foot above sea level in northern England, you really don't want to be planting wheat much past mid-October. So there we go, we'll just leave you with that, and thanks very much, and we'll catch you next time. Bye now.